What's up, people? What's going on, family? We want to definitely talk about the weaponization of community watch. We already know how, toxic and self destructive it is for us to allow them to weaponize protective services, including law enforcement. But the weaponization of community watch ourselves. I mean, which we do make up law enforcement. We are the ones who actually make up government. We are the ones who make up community watch. But is held to a lesser standard when they're not under the oath. They haven't signed the oath and, different things like that. These are just ordinary citizens that some of them really feel like, and I believe it's most of them, but with this gang stalking and, targeting individuals, it's only so long you will be a part of it before you understand, like, yo, we not doing something we supposed to be doing. So we have to give them fault there. We have to hold people accountable, which you teach your children to do stuff like this, to ride around stalking people, to be doing COINTELPRO type tactics and things like that. But if you're being community stalked, which most likely you are, if you're being targeted for real, not just targeted by individual, but I'm talking about this really organized group of weirdos that seem to heavily invest in trying to, drive people crazy and destroy their life, oppress them, and just, do certain things to them. You know what I mean? Is just a crazy group that just, this is what they do. But the bad part about it is we need community watch. Sad thing is, a lot of law enforcement was saying they couldn't get the help of the community to solve cases and, the real cases. I'm talking about the real cases, the missing people, the real pedophiles, the real, sex traffickers. And sad to say is a lot of people are saying these people are involved with sex trafficking. They do a lot of perverted stuff, like monitor me in my bathroom, watch me and my girlfriend have sex, make noise with their vehicles to let us know that they're watching us. A lot of real weird, perverted type stuff they do, and they're allowed to do. Obviously, yes, they've been doing it for years and getting away with it. And it seems as though, you can reach out to everybody you're supposed to reach out to, and it is no help. But yes, when you see people in your community, people that's involved with the churches, when you see people that's involved with school district, take where you take your kids to school at, and different things involved in this, that is a grave danger. Not only, for you, I keep telling y'all it's bigger than you. You have to look into the future about what's going on. If stuff like this is going on, what are they planning? What are they trying to do? What is their purpose? Everybody has an agenda. What is their agenda? And that I seem to continuously scratch my head on. But again, back to the community watch. Sorry, y'all, it's coffee time. But when, you go to these people and we need y'all, we need your help. And then y'all get exposed for doing stuff like this. See, this is where the chickens come home to roost, or however that saying go. When you really need them, it go into that boy that cried wolf. You know what I'm saying? And with us facing real dangers, fighting other countries, different wars, and things like this, I think the trust that the people have for their government is very important. You know what I mean? For you to be able to go to the community sincerely and for them to be able to trust you is a great advantage. And it's a great disadvantage, and the people in charge of this program should know better than anybody, because they have a lot of manipulative tactics that they use to try to, whether it's to turn their family against them, friends against them, whoever, even the community against them. And you pay these people, and you make a bunch of sellouts. And this is why I laugh at them at the end of the day, because who are you surrounded by? You know what I mean? And I get, yeah, you can target a person, and you could turn people against them, and this, that, and the third. But who are the people that, first of all, the people that's watching you? If they had any sense in their head, they know that they can't trust you. You know what I mean? Now, these same people, if they had any sense in their head, they know that you can't trust them. See, this is why I don't regret having a history in the streets and just growing up with that street life, because you learn some things, man. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, and you'll come to a decision where like me, I had enough. I'm like, yo, I want to surround myself with better people, or even if it's not people, a better reality. I don't want toxic people around me. I don't want to be feeding toxic people. And the one thing, you want to be able to trust people more. If you're a targeted individual, you can't trust people. And I don't think trust nothing, period. You know what I'm saying? I think trust is, and we're going to go deeper on to end this. Trust is something you can't give fully to nothing or nobody. You know what I'm saying? Trust, you can only trust people is situational, is circumstantial. I got people I know love me to death, but if it was me or their children, I think it would most likely be me. Even if I was the person in the right. And these are, again, tactics that these people use. They study us. They know this is how they turn people against each other. I'm just give you an example. Say somebody has a child that gets into trouble. Say their child gets into trouble for something serious that they can be doing some time for. But now this person appears, and they're offering them an alternative, but the alternative involves selling you out. Look around at most of your friends and family. Do you think they would sell you out for somebody? Well, I'm not telling you to go around acting like it's schizophrenic, but I'm telling you to keep that in mind. You have people that has, as you can see, abundance of resources to dedicate to trying to make your life a living hell. You know what I'm saying? To try to turn people against you, to do these things. So if these people will sell you out, you kind of see where as though you can't trust them at. You can't trust nobody fully. You know what I mean? Or maybe you have one or two people that you can trust, like your mom or your somebody who love you more than they love their life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who dedicate their life to making your life better. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? That's something only you know. But yeah, again, if you're being targeted, you definitely need to reevaluate your trust and really analyze every individual. Period. I have people I love to death. I love some of these people to death, but I know they would sell me out. I don't have to even change up. I don't have to act different to them or nothing. I accept them for who they are. I'm actually happy that they are their true selves. I appreciate that. You know, like I speak on white supremacy, but you know, is to even the white supremacists who actually are being their true selves. I respect them more than a sellout. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who act like there's something that they're not. Be yourself. I have a problem with censorship, even if it's what they call hate speech against my people. I think the worst thing you can do is keep these people quiet. See, I don't have a problem with racism. I have a problem with white supremacy. I'm not a racist person, but I don't have a problem with it because that don't have nothing to do with me. But when you go out and you are oppressing people, you're literally trying to destroy people to up yourself. I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Not how you feel. If you're racist, you don't like black people or you don't like this kind of person, it's kind of stupid to be that way because we have to analyze people on an individual level. But at the same time, we still have to be, conscious of the bigger picture here. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on. So, yeah, I feel as though you have the right to be racist. You have the right to hate whatever you want to hate. You know what I mean? But you don't have the right to oppress people or, that should come with extreme consequences. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that to, we protect the animals. So we're not protecting people now. We're not protecting our females. Females are the most targeted individuals. So they say from statistics. They're targeting disabled people, elderly people. They're targeting our weak. They're targeting, we should have a problem with that. Yes, an extreme problem with that. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with, again, racism. I have a problem with white supremacy. If you identify with a white supremacist, then, that's on you. And it is what it is. But, again, until later, we're going to keep this one short, too. You know what I'm saying? I just want to speak briefly on that because I want y'all to really think about the effect it's having on the government as a whole for the citizens not to be able to trust you and not to be able to trust you to this extreme level it has gotten to in 2024. You know what I'm saying? We're not in a good state. We're in a schizophrenic state as a nation. You know what I'm saying? They trying to drive people they're literally in a schizophrenic state. Like, who can you trust? And you created this. You helped create it. You know what I'm saying? But we could break this down to levels. We could break this down. We can we go from government. We definitely, law enforcement is a part of the government, but we have to hold them accountable on their own. We have to go to the FBI. We have to go to each of these organizations and hold them accountable in their standards and question their standards. Period. You know what I'm saying? We can go all the way down the board. We can go to community. What kind of community do you have if the people can't trust each other? And once you expose yourself, it don't matter if you targeting one person. Every time they come outside and they do that stuff to you, they're exposing who they are. And the beautiful thing is eyes are the windows to the soul. People see that, people feel that. And you can't hide. It don't matter what you do. You have creatures' eyes on you. Even in my basement, it be little water bugs and shit popping out of nowhere. Like, where the hell you come? Eyes, more eyes watching you. You're being watched. You're being judged. If nobody told you, I'm telling you this, and I'm not speaking from a spooky point of view. Whether you have a religion, you're being watched. You're being judged. This universe is mental and it is aware. Point blank. Period. And it's a ugly and beautiful day we living in. You know what I'm saying? They are exposing themselves. And it is beautiful for them to expose themselves. That's why I say the worst thing we can do is be quiet and not show what they're doing. The best thing we could do is be more strategic in how we respond. Pay attention to how you look when you're exposed. It's bigger than you. Remember that. And I'm telling you, that's one of the biggest keys. It is bigger than you. Stop making everything so personal. Even though it's happening to you, it's happening to a lot more of us out here. Start speaking from the whole instead of from a personal state of view. Instead of exposing you as schizophrenic, now they have to expose that we're in a schizophrenic state. Why are the people feeling this way? Why so many of the people feeling this way? As long as you make it about you, they gonna say you schizophrenic, son. They gonna try to put you in that place where they trying to put you at. You know what I'm saying? Where they put many of us at. It is spiritual. I love watching Santos Bonacci. Look, I can't pronounce his name. Bonacci. I love watching him for a long time. He was a big part of my spiritual growth for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, he's being targeted. He's saying that they're using direct energy weapons on him. A lot of spiritual people have speaking about being targeted. Is no coincidence. And this will be a future podcast. It's no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put some things together because it is something that you want to see when you're looking at all of these worldly events that's happening. You can kind of be like, yo, all right, you kind of see what they're doing here. And it's so much bigger than us. It's so much bigger than us. This is an agenda. I feel as though, and it's not really about just us. It's about the future. And they have a future agenda I don't think the masses would approve of at all. It's something ugly that these people are planning. And they're using us to help them bring it into reality. It's just a sad thing, man. You know what I mean? But it has its repercussions. Again, and that's why I come on as a warner to not only our people, but to them too. But they should know. They know better. They have intelligent people working on it. So they know what they're doing. But anyway, I gotta say it. And it just is what it is. But I'm Raphael Rashim, and this is the True I Speak podcast.